Can you hear me, everybody? You see me, but can you hear me? How about now? Can you hear me? Okay, good, good. Hey, everybody. Hello. Sorry I'm a bit late. I was just, well, I went to the toilet. I needed a wee. If I'm being honest with you, I needed a wee. I had to sort out the mic, which, and I tried something with this camera up here. Tried something a bit different, and it didn't work. So, more fool me, right? Yeah. Good. Welcome, everybody. It's just going to be a normal stream tonight. We're just going to be taking requests. I saw your request, Bestlorium. Don't worry, you will be first. Yeah, so just saw some requests, and that's all we're doing tonight. Just a bit of that. Next week, though, it will be different. And that's what I think I said in my story on Instagram and TikTok. This will be the last for a couple of weeks, and there'll be a stream, but we're going to try something a little different next week and the week after. Because it's Halloween, because it's the spooky season, so we're going to be trying to do something else. And I'll talk about that later. But yeah, for now, guys, we're going to stick to a normal like drawing and pencil and ink, taking your requests. But first, we've got to start with Bestlorium's because he was there first. Give me a second. I'm really unprepared, guys. Sorry. How are we all? We all good? Oh, Joe, you say you've got an interesting suggestion for me. Okay. Okay, yeah, all right. I'd be intrigued. You can throw it my way, Joe, because you guys are here. Batman, okay. Never drawn him. Never drawn him in my life. Never ever drawn him, ever. Yeah. That's Batman. Right. Guys, it's Batman. We know who it is. Don't you dare make me draw Optimus Prime. Not on this stream. Not right now. I don't want to embarrass myself. Yeah, he kind of looks like that. He kind of looks like that rich guy that lives in Gotham. You know. Hang on. I can show you. I have got an Optimus Prime up here that I've drawn. Hang on. Bit all over the place up there. Oh gosh, completely blank up there. Yeah, I'm having empty, sorry. I'm having a bit of a shuffle around. I know I've got one. Do I have an Optimus Prime? There you go. There's an Optimus Prime sketch card there. But yeah, I'm not drawing. It's not full body. I get that. Yeah. Anyway, let's switch to the screen. Here we go, guys. Right, so got my water as well. It's a shot. God damn it! I was hoping I got this set up right. I've got a new tripod. I think I said this last time, and I'm trying to get it so it stays. But my head keeps getting in there still. But yeah. Don't joke about that, Bestlorium. I am paranoid. These are the shelves I put up, and so far they've been great. But I'm so paranoid they're going to go over because I don't trust my DIY skills. But so far, so good. Have you ever done the Witch King of Angmar? No. No, I haven't done that. I haven't done this one that Bestlorium's requested as well. So Bestlorium has requested the Roaring Knight from Deltarune. Or Deltarune, sorry. Still haven't played that. But yeah, I can draw that. That one will be a relatively quick one because he's quite, not simple, I don't want to say that, but the design is quite, yeah. Because he's kind of like, just trying, I'm looking at something now and seeing if I can get it. Just stands there. The only thing about these Deltarune requests, Bestlorium, is I've got these drawings that I've then got to sell at conventions. Does anybody know what this game is? Can I show you the reference pic? Hang on. So it's this thing, isn't it? It's kind of like a silhouette. Although I'll be honest with you, I'm probably not going to have him completely black just because of the sake of time and ink. I can probably make him like, hey, next time you're on the stream, I can probably show it off, but we'll see. I mean, Joe, what did you want me to draw? Because it depends on like what you're going to make a request for. Yeah, I think Deltarune probably is really massive, Joe, but the Comic-Cons, I don't know, just sometimes I do like obscure indie characters and they never go down well at all. You know what else is massive? Bestlorium. Don't go there. Sorry, mate. I haven't watched. Is it a specific? Wait, hang on. Does he have a specific Wolverine wearing the Deadpool 3 costume? Oh, so his just that the yellow costume, but it's like a movie. It's a more. It's slightly different, isn't it? Because it's from that movie. Yeah, I can draw Wolverine. Do you mind if he's a little bit in between? I won't make him look like Hugh Jackman. Oh, we're giving him the mask though, right? We're giving him the mask. Please say we're giving him the mask. Because I'm basically just drawing Wolverine with a bit more going on. The kissing Batman mask. Yeah, exactly. Can I draw him the pissing Batman mask? Kissing Batman mask. God, try saying that 5 times fast. Oh, he has a sword, doesn't he? Okay. Let's change that so he's... Oh, if I'd have known that, I'd have played that a bit better. What's that sword like? It's kind of like more like that, isn't it? Nah, I'm not feeling the legs. They're not. Just seeing what other people's interpretations are as well, because it is just a he is just a black shape, so it's trying to work out what. Okay, if I look at that, it's kind of like. So if we do that and then that. There we go. It's kind of like it's antlers, isn't it? So if we do that, let's go like this. A bit messy at the moment, but I think that'll work. What's the? Sorry, let me get back to you guys. What you're saying? Chat's disabled for this live stream on YouTube. I hope people haven't been. Sorry if anyone's been chatting to me on YouTube. I apologise if I haven't said anything. Nobody has spoke to me on YouTube. It's totally fine. That's embarrassing. Just nobody's speaking to me on YouTube. Why is it done that? Hang on, I'm just going to quickly just make sure that's correct before someone does. That's so odd. Why has it been disabled? I'll fix that quickly, guys, and then I'll just carry on. That's odd. Very strange. Yeah, put it back on now. There's still nobody chatting to me, obviously. Bro, the Roaring Night Menace. This guy opens dark fountains. They are like doors to dark worlds. Like it's candy. He is causing the destruction of this world. You can't even defeat his ass. You just damage him a little before it escapes. Oh, wow. Sounds good. Question for the chat. As I assume you'll have seen them, which is better, the new Fantastic Four or the new Superman? The new Superman. The new Superman. I never thought I'd say that because I was totally up for a Fantastic Four film. But I'm also, I mean, I kind of wanted a good Superman film as well. The Superman film's great if you haven't seen it. I was quite impressed. That's how I'm just seeing what everyone says. Fantastic Four is decent. Yeah, Fantastic Four is decent. I still enjoyed that, but I think Superman was better, honestly. If you want to sell at conventions, draw Baldur's Gate 3 withers with big boobs. Yeah, well, I mean, people don't request that, is all I'm saying. But you should watch the other films before Fantastic Four. Oh, I see, you're talking about the Marvel stuff, Best Lorem. Because otherwise you don't get context for some shit. I gotta go eat. Okay, bye. See you later, Best Lorem. I think, yeah, Patrick, I think he means, yeah, other MCU films. I would say that I watched Fantastic Four, First Steps, and the only film I'd seen from the current new phases after Endgame was the new Doctor Strange film, and that was terrible. So I haven't actually, I've got to say, I don't think, I'm going to disagree with you, Best Lorem. I think you can get away with not seeing it. I was fine. I was totally okay. Especially since it sort of takes place in its own universe anyway, so I don't, yeah. It's going to get confusing later though, I can imagine. Big Yam's with us. Well, I'm doing Wolverine now, Joe. I'm not doing Big Yam with us. Oh, thank you, Antwayne. Sorry, Antwayne. Thank you so much. I haven't even done much yet to it. Oh yeah, Patrick. Sorry, if anyone's right. So for anybody now, because now there's people on YouTube, I should also just reiterate. I may be talking to. If I'm replying to one chat, it's probably, and you don't know what's going on, it's probably because I'm chatting to someone on the other chat, okay? So I know it's because there's Twitch and YouTube happening at the same time, you see. So, and I haven't worked out how to put your comments on the side yet because I am a moron. So once I know how to do that, I think it'll be easier. But for now, guys, if I'm randomly talking about something, it's probably because it's in the other chat. But you'll get there. Yes, Patrick. Yeah, that Doctor Strange film is so bad. I think it's still better than the last one because I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not a fan of either of the Doctor Strange films. But And it's not because I don't like Doctor Strange. I like Doctor Strange as a character. I think he's pretty cool. But really didn't like those films. Anyway, Antwain, thanks for coming, guy. Thank you for the compliment. It'll do. It's weird because it's the character from Deltarune, so it's kind of hard to actually draw them because they're just kind of like a black silhouette, really. But I'm just doing an outline for now, and then we'll go from there. Let's have a look. That'll do. That'll do. No, he's kind of got like these sort of. He's got his hips thing going on. That'll do, I think. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. Got the gist, got the shape. It's fine. It's all good. Yeah, yeah, that'd be good actually. Yeah, I kind of would like to get the chat for both YouTube and Twitch at the same time, so people can see each other. That'd be really good. But like, you know, don't listen, Joe. I definitely can't help. Patrick, you're right. Well, yeah. I mean, Patrick, I think you're more like me. We're just like, I don't know. I honestly, guys, the fact that this stream is even happening is a miracle, to be honest. Considering, you know, I'm just gonna move this a bit more this way. There we go. That's a little bit better. That's better. It's because I kept hitting my head. That's better. If I can get closer. Yeah, you've only got the... Because my head's going to get in, unfortunately, guys. Until I work out this setup a bit better, this is the best I can do. I keep trying. But I couldn't... I could barely... I'm barely, like, getting close. So if I move... Fine though, because I look at people like Daniel Warren Johnson's streams, and his head pops in occasionally, so it's not too bad. And I think maybe if I do, hang on. One day we'll get there, guys. One day I'll just have a ooh. There we go. I think you can... Oh, damn it. Damn. We'll work it. We'll work it out. We'll work it out. It's fine. I'll just do it this way for now. It's okay. One day I'll get there. What's that? Oh, hey. Hey, Madara. I'm doing all right. Thank you. How are you? Are you good? Sorry, you guys. Oh, by the way, guys, I know I didn't do a stream last week. I had a lot of work on, and I really had to like get it done so that the streams had to, and then I couldn't do Thursday's stream either because of timing. So unfortunately, I just had to basically have a week off. It was annoying. I won't go into it, but yeah, that project really screwed me over a little bit. So I couldn't really. I missed out on a lot of things, not just the stream. That week, my whole week was basically put on hold for this job. So yeah, that's kind of what happened. Patrick, I'm fully a Luddite. I used to be a techie one point. Yeah, I think kind of the same with me. Now I distrust fridges with screens. Yeah, I kind of was the same though, mate. I struggle with tech somewhat now. I never thought I'd be like that. I don't want to be like my dad. But I think I've already become like that. Madara, empty all right. Had some pretty bad news at the convention. Me and the boys have been planning to go all year long. We couldn't go to Paranoia now. Oh, sorry, mate. I don't understand what... Sorry, I might have been reading that wrong. But I'm sorry about the convention. Is Paranoia a convention, or do you mean just due to Paranoia? But yeah, we changed our plans due to that reason, but we're going to have a great shop on the weekend. Yeah, okay, at least you can make something else out of it. Yeah, sorry, man, that sucks. But yeah, as I was saying, I meant to say, Fantastic Four is decent. I mean, I think it has some problems, but it's not too bad. But Superman, I feel, is kind of like the shot in the arm that I think DC needs for their entertainment. And Peacemaker is supposed to be really good as well. I haven't watched any of Peacemaker, but because it kind of was happening when I kind of wasn't so invested in the DC movie stuff, and I know now it's kind of like, oh, it's, you know, more closer associated with this current stuff in the DC movies. So, but obviously that came out before, Series 2 is after the DCU, and Series 1 is before. Like Series 1 is the DCEU, which is the horrible Henry Cavill, Ben Affleck universe. Zack Snyder universe, I should say. Yeah, those guys. Which I really did not like those movies. I think they're awful. You sound immensely old, Ben. I do. I don't mean to be. I said I'm turning into my dad when it comes to tech. Well, no, maybe not that bad, but I am getting a bit like, I am sort of losing it already. Sorry, Madara, I'm just looking at your current comments. Besides all of that, I'm still drawing, and for context, the paranoid was related to the terrorist attack that happened. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Manchester a couple of days ago. Oh, man. I didn't even know about that. Me and my friend's parents went. Yeah, I think that's fair. Me and my friend's parents weren't comfortable with us travelling far from where they're. Yeah, that's fair. That's totally fair. I had no idea about the... God, I'm in such a bubble. I had no idea about any attacks that were happening in Manchester. Are you in Edinburgh, Madara? Never been. I'd like to go. I wouldn't want to call it ignorance. Like, I don't ignore technology, I'm just a bit, you know. But streaming has been like, I mean, streaming's been around for obviously years, but for me, streaming was never a big deal. Like, I never really watched streams and stuff like that, wasn't a thing. Until later in my life, when everybody and their mum could stream, do you know what I mean? And I'm like, oh God, and I just feel so left behind a little bit. Oh, I see. I see. Madara. Nice. It's cool. Yeah, Edinburgh's always been a place I'd like to check out. There's like comic shops and stuff there, right? Like, I know Edinburgh's supposed to... I mean, Edinburgh's obviously a lot of things. It's not about comics, but I'm just saying, like, it has, like, I believe there's a cool comic shop or two over there as well. Right. This one's going to feel a bit like I've kind of left it. I'm kind of not abandoning it, but I'm thinking like I can then, black it out later because let's move on. And I'm worried about like ink and stuff, so I'm going to move on for now. We'll go with that. I don't know if you're still there, Bestlorium, but I may come back to this later. If not, I'll show you in a separate. If you come back to another stream, I'll show you when it's complete. Right, because what I've got to do is try and do like the black, fill in the white with the black, and then do some extra bits and pieces. You see, but we'll do that later. Let's move on to Wolverine. So when you're saying the Deadpool costume, it's because there's a point where he has arms, doesn't he, on the costume? He obviously has arms, but you know what I mean. It's in like in the comic costume they're bare, right? But in the movie he's got sleeves, hasn't he? And then they get torn off. Spoilers. I haven't seen the film, but I know that happened. You want the guns out? All right. I'm just drawing Wolverine now, aren't I? Which is fine, I don't mind. Let me just have a look at Deadpool 3 Wolverine. Deadpool. I guess if I type in Deadpool 3, it'll come up with. Yeah, okay. Give me a second, guys. I'm just looking it up. Obviously, I haven't seen the film, so I can't say. But it's very interesting that they decided. Oh yeah, we'll give him sleeves to start with. I don't know why they did it. Okay. Does anyone have any ideas who they'd want for a new Wolverine? Although I think they're going to milk this man until he's old, like super old. I mean, he's already old, but oh, I see. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. I did wonder that because I also wondered if it's something to do with his physique. Because that man is ripped, right? And I know he said on interviews and stuff that it's such a hard thing to keep doing, and due to his age as well, it's so much work for him. So at least if you cover up the arms, it's kind of like, and you can pad it out a bit, it kind of makes it look a bit better. Not that he's not that out of shape, obviously, but you know what I mean. Do a bit more with it rather than having him like bare armed all the time. Because yeah, he was. Like, he can be insanely ripped in some of the, yeah. My his claw's a bit too long, but that's how I like them. There is no new Wolverine. I mean, I know there isn't, but I mean, I think you got to have a new Wolverine at some point. You can't have Jackman doing it all the time. Not to mention, I'm that guy. Just gonna say it. I'm that guy. He's too tall. He's too tall. I want small man Wolverine. I want tiny Wolverine, because he's tiny. He was, and I think for all the short kings out there. Not that I'm a short king, but for all those short kings out there, it just. That he's their hero, you know. I think we need that. We need a short king, Wolverine. Hugh Jackman or bust, really? You will never have a new Wolverine. Never. I think it's time. I'm not. It's fair enough. I'm not saying I don't like Hugh Jackman. I'm just saying it's time. I think. Sorry, Madara, I'm just looking at your messages. The reason why Wolverine had sleeves in the film was basically Hugh Jackman has skin cancer. It really sucks. Oh, okay, yes. No, Joe said that too in the Twitch. Yeah, it totally makes sense. I understand why they would do that. Like, they're filming in the desert and they don't want their star being like, oh, God, you're going to hurt me. So I get it. I do get it. And yeah, and I thought it had something to do with just the fact that, because of the, the level of fitness that man has to go through. And I thought he kind of retired. Didn't he retire, like, being Wolverine, and then he came back again? And now I think he's just going to be Wolverine forever. I just think we need a new one though now. I think we need a new one. Small man. People were like saying like Daniel Radcliffe and stuff, and I'm not. No, Daniel Radcliffe can't do it. Sorry, he can't. But I do appreciate the sentiment of getting someone who's a bit hairier and small. Like he's short. He's a shorter guy, so that does make sense. But I just can't see that man playing. I can't see him being, Logan. Yeah, exactly, Joe. He finished, he was like, I've retired now. I'm going to do Logan, which is a brilliant movie. And now it's over now. Leave me alone. But as we know with all these franchises, they're never truly over, are they? Just trying to get the feeling, guys. Trying to get it right. Let's have a look at this costume. I've kind of got the shape. Let's actually look at what he looks like. Just have a look. So I've just seen the messages. Right, let's see if I can get. So he has kind of bullet holes in the costume, like almost immediately. But let's see if I can do this. Man, this costume, man. What were you saying, Joe? It'd have been neat to see an X-23 movie going for... Oh. Yeah, it would be... This is the thing now. It's really hard because you... Because it would be great. It would be great to have an X-23 movie, and I know What's-Her-Face would be totally up for that, and she was great in Logan. I haven't seen her in Deadpool 3, so I don't know what she's like. I presume she's pretty good. She was pretty good as a child actor, so I imagine she's pretty good as an adult. But I haven't really seen her in anything, so I can't really say. But yeah, it'd been, it kind of worked. Or you could have made it. One of the things I was thinking is like, could you not have it so like she is the Wolverine of the MCU or something? I don't know. And then you can, and then I suppose you could still have your cake and eat it, because you could still have Hugh Jackman as Wolverine and stuff. Hello, Ollie. I made this. Hey, how's it going? I'm trying to draw Deadpool 3 Wolverine. Yeah, see, that's what she was in. His Dark Materials. I still have never seen that, and I love that book and that series. I've just never... I totally forgot they did that. I think it's because it's because it's a BBC production and I don't have a TV license, so I just decided not to watch it. Yeah, it's a good point. Forgot about that. So let's see. Let's see him with the mask on. Mask on? Can I get a picture of him with his mask on? Come on, guys. There must be a picture of him with the mask on. Oh, yeah. So he's got like... Tell you what, that Wolverine costume is really cool, though. I'm just seeing like some promotional art from it. It's really nice. I don't know if you can see that. It's really, really nice stuff. Everybody finally got what they wanted. I think one of my favourite interpretations of the costume, though, has got to be the one from Marvel vs. Capcom. Because he's got these, like, proper, like, crazy, like, yeah. Hey, Andrew. I know it's not Marvel, but I'd love to see something set in the darkness / Witchblade thing. Yeah, well, mate, honestly, I don't do just Marvel here. This is just, it's a request of just whatever today. Next week is going to be more of a themed thing again. But it's... I'll probably just say what I'm doing. So I'm thinking, because it's the spooky season, I'm going to do a project. And the project is going to be... I'll mention it a bit and then I'll move on. But so, next week and the week after, I'm planning to take a scene from a certain movie and adapt it into a comic, into a comic page, maybe a double page spread or something like that, of a scene or a sequence from a movie, and translating it into the comic page is something I'm going to be doing. And obviously you guys are on board. You guys are around, you can watch me, you can join in, you can say, make suggestions and stuff like that. So it's going to be very fun, because it's going to be basically a lot of like comic theory and and like using like what works as in a movie and what works as a comic and how to translate that story to, yeah, it's gonna be very fun. So I wanted to do that next week, and we'll be doing it from very rough scamps. So they're gonna be little initial scamps, and then the next night, so a week later, we can then progress and make it into like a, we could probably like, hopefully, get a couple of pages done and it's all finished, you know. So that's the plan, and obviously it's kind of obvious what the film's going to be. The film is going to be Halloween, John Carpenter's Halloween. I'm going to rewatch it, I'm going to decide what scene to take, and then I'm going to go from there. But that's the plan, so that's what I want to do. So I'm just seeing what you've got here. Oh, yeah, I like the brown and yellow costume, Wolverine costume, Ollie. I love that. I think it's good. No request for you to draw anything. Was mostly chatting in response to talking about movies. No, that's cool. That's cool, Andrew. Thank you. Oh, thank you. And that does. I hope so. I'm not the first person to ever do this kind of thing, but I think it's the first time I'm sort of doing it where I'm going to do it on stream and get everybody involved from the very get-go. So if you want to watch Halloween beforehand, go ahead, go watch it. I mean, I'm sure you've seen it, but I mean, if you want to refresh yourself, that's what I'm going to do, is refresh myself, choose a certain thing, and then do that. That's the thing, Ollie. That's what I was looking at. I was looking at comic adaptations, and they don't really do them anymore. I haven't got a few here, but I can show them on the stream. But I've got the 2001: A Space Odyssey adaptation by Jack Kirby, which is mental, because Jack Kirby, who I'm sure you know who he is on the stream, he's, you know, he's not, I don't think he was the right guy to be telling the story of 2001: A Space Odyssey. It's very different, but yes, I love it. It's very good. And the Alien one that came out in the 80s, I think, that's a good one. And I've got some of the Batman movie ones too. But yeah, but that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not the first person to do it, but I think it's gonna be still quite fun and a bit, still quite niche. And I think that'll be fun. And a little bit of something different from just doing this. Best Lorian, you're back. Right, I'll just quickly show you, mate. So it's not, we haven't got all the blacks in yet, but I was just gonna leave that for now. That's what I've got so far. But I think if I've got time, I'm gonna try and, you know, fill out the whites with some black ink and then like with some bits of shading and stuff like that. Like some white patches to emphasize the body and stuff. So I hope you like that, Best Lorian. Yeah, so. Ollie, I'm doing John Carpenter's Halloween because I want to do that film. Yeah, so I need to, yeah, I want to do, there you go, Best Lorian, there you go, it's right there. So, yeah, I'd like to do, yeah, I might do, if it goes well, I want to do more films. I just want to test it, just a bit of fun, try and do something a bit different, you know, and we'll see how it goes. It could be terrible, but we'll see. You're very welcome, Best Lorian. Right, let's get back to Wolverine. Like I said, if you're still around, Best Lorian, I can fill out the black, fill out the white as well. But I thought I'd move on just for now. Oh, thanks, mate. Thank you. Joe, Groundhog Day. Yeah, but I don't mind. That's what I'm saying. There's so many good films that I would be up for rewatching and seeing if there's a scene or a moment I can sort of take and try and reinterpret it into a comic. Because it's not going to be simply me just drawing it and just putting some panels. You've got to make it work within. You've got to make it work. So, yeah. I'm trying to think. Oh, I know of an adaptation. Ollie will probably know of this. Mike Mignola's Bram Stoker's Dracula, which is better than the movie. There, I said it. I don't like the movie. The movie sucks. But the book, the Mike Mignola comic, is great. That is fantastic. I forgot about that. That's another adaptation. There you go. That's good as well. Terminator 2. See, I'm glad you guys are loving this idea, because it already sounds like we're going to have plenty of ideas for future stuff. And I hope you stick around. He's got mutton chops, hasn't he? All right, Bestlorian, thanks for coming along. Yeah, deleted scenes that were never made as well. One thing I'm thinking of doing, because you know there's a load of like scripts to unreleased movies online too. I've got John Carpenter on the brain. James Cameron's Spider-Man, for one. There is a script online you can see. George A. Romero's Resident Evil film as well is on there. So yeah, I have all these ideas. I'd love to do that at some point. Yeah. So for example, the Kill Bill scene where Go-Go sisters come to kill the bride for the revenge. They have a big shootout and she drives an ice cream truck. Yeah. Yeah. One of those scenes. Like something like that would be really cool. So I'm going to see how this Halloween one goes and see how it goes, you know. But I mean, I think it's going to be really fun either way. And it's going to get me doing more comics as well, like it's more practice as well, guys. It'll be entertaining, but also it's more practice I need. I need to draw more comics anyway. So, yeah. Really looking forward to giving that a go. And hopefully, you know, it'll work out. And it won't be terrible. Oh, I see, it kind of does that. It does that, so... Go with this and then do that. Maybe we should move on to... Oh, he's probably got hairier arms, isn't he? But is Jackman that hairy? Yeah, he's hairy, isn't he? What am I saying? It's because I just think he should be a hairy small man. That's what Wolverine is. His arms don't look that hairy in the yeah, well. But they do look veiny though. Let's try and give it some veinage. There we go. We've got him. I'm going. Oh, hang on. Maybe if Oh, sorry, Ollie. Give me a second. I will answer you. I'm just Give me a second. I may have those on black. That'd look pretty cool. Yeah, that'll work. Give me 1 second. I'm just trying to find his boots. Where's his boots? He's got like, yeah, because they don't look... Yeah, of course they don't. This is what I mean. It's all MCU-y, isn't it? So it's not like... It's not as basic as I'd have drawn them. There we go. Right. Ollie, what did you say? Oh no, hang on. Let's go. Sorry, I'm just missing some comments. I'll just go back a second on YouTube. Andrew Tuttle, I love the Hammer film take on Dracula with Christopher Lee. He always was terrifying as a kid. They would be... Oh. This is what... So I struggled with the Halloween idea because I thought it makes sense to do Halloween because of Halloween, right? But I'm also like, I'm a huge fan. I like the Hammer films as well, Andrew, but I'm a huge fan of the Universal monster films as well. And I was this close to doing Creature from the Black Lagoon because it's one of my all-time favorite movies. But Halloween's a good one. I think I need to stick with that and just go with that. But like I said, if we all seem really responsive to the idea, which I'm very happy with. That's made me very happy because I thought about doing it and I was like, oh well, if I'll see what people say, but if you guys are as receptive to this as you are, then I mean, sounds great. I'm definitely going to be doing that. I think on some of the streams and stuff. I think it'll be really fun. Did the NEC go well for you, dude? Yes, it did. Thank you, Ollie. It did go very well. I would definitely do it again. Absolutely. Ollie's referring to the NEC Toy Fair because for those of you who don't know, I'm a big toy collector, but because of that, I have a lot of toys that I've got to sell as well because, you know, I've got to make room. So I was at the NEC Toy Fair in Birmingham selling my wares. And yeah, it went well. I think Karina, my wife, has said I should bring some stock of my own stuff as well to bring, but I don't know, but maybe things that are toy adjacent I probably would consider bringing. Like I've got pins and stuff, so maybe something like that. Yeah, I probably messed up on the mask a little bit, but I think I might have accidentally made it more the comic book one. Oh, thanks, Joe. Well, I'm glad you. I think it looks good. I think I'm going to stop using that though. I think there's this thing with pen tools; they're great, and then they start getting a bit they sort of like blotch up a little bit. So I'm just going to leave that for a bit. And also because I need to look at this camera. If I do that, sorry if my head's in the way. first little bit there, but never mind. If I do that, there we go. You'll never know. It's fine. Right. So has anyone got a suggestion after for after Wolverine? Batman. God, why do you want me to draw Batman all the time, Joe? Chainsaw Man. I can try and draw Chainsaw Man. That's fine. I've drawn Power before on one stream. Joe, I draw Batman all the time. That's the problem. I draw him way too much. So I have to stop at some point. Let's see. Kind of goes like that. So if I do this and then this. There we go. That'll do. That'll do the trick. See. Yeah, so he's just seeing where some of the marks are, because there's like these black marks on the costume and stuff, which makes it different to the comic book ones. Oh, Andrew, man after my heart. Swamp Thing. I love Swamp Thing. I do love Swamp Thing. For years, I think it was years, at Comic-Con, I had a sketch card of Swamp Thing that I drew, and it didn't sell for years. And then someone bought it last year, and I loved that. I thought it was one of the best things I ever drew. But yeah, finally went to a good home eventually. Hey Bunko Flakes. Hey man, I met you last year. You met me, I can't remember the place, something Gate, I think. Was this a Comic-Con or was this like Bunko Flakes? Who are you? Who are you? Someplace, something Gate. I can only think of Margate. What are you, where, like comic but its own thing. Comic but its own thing. Mate, I don't even know what you're talking about. Lovely to see you, but comic. So what? It was like a. It's ran by women, I think. Oh, Thought Bubble. Harrogate, Thought Bubble, in Harrogate, right? Is that right? There you go. There you go. There you go. Nice to see you again. I'm going there again, by the way. I'm gonna be, so if you're going again, I'll see you there. Yeah, I've got I wasn't gonna go, and then I think someone cancelled, so they just offered me a table, and I was like, yes, please. Yes, all right, thank you. It's November. Hang on, I've got it in my calendar. Hang on, I can tell you. Thought Bubble's on the 15th and 16th of November. That's when it is. And I will be there, taking the pilgrimage all the way to Harrogate. Oh yeah, and say hello. If you do go, say hello. Did you commission me or did you buy stuff? Sorry, I cannot remember. I get quite a lot of people coming to the table, so I can never remember. I'm just really bad with names. Worse with names than I am faces, but I am bad with faces as well. How's Art Life? Is it full-time thing? It is a full-time thing. Not this stuff isn't full-time, but I do animation. I'm an animator technically. That's my bread and butter. So I do stuff for like motion graphics and stuff like that. That's the main thing I do. That's my main bread and butter work. But I do this kind of on the side, and sometimes it sort of like crosses over. Like I'm planning to do a few more comics and stuff, and hopefully, be nice to make a living out of that occasionally. But we'll see. It's more like a hobby. Okay, that's fine. That's not a problem. I wasn't checking in. I wasn't being like, did you buy anything? But I was just wondering if I might have spoke to you, because yeah. Especially Thought Bubble, because it's so busy, that con. It's like, what is it like? Isn't it like 300 art vendors or something like that? It's insane. It's so big. And does it go along there? Yeah, it does. It's a bit different for the standard Wolverine costume. Oh yeah, Bunker Flakes. I imagine you'd be knackered. And this is the thing. I think it's knackering for people who are just attending, let alone the artists. But I do love Thought Bubble. Thought Bubble is like one of my all-time favorite shows. But just the problem for me is it's just so far away. I'd love to attend just as a guest, but because of the distance, I just feel like I can't really go unless I'm tabling, to make it sort of worthwhile for me. But some cool people there. I saw Joe Quinones, who I mentioned during the Batman stream. Actually, he's only going to bloody be there, isn't he? Joe Quinones, love him. He's going to be there. So I may go and get some bits signed if I get the chance. Thank you. Yes, Antwain is. I thought you were gonna, Antwain. I thought you were gonna say. I thought when you said Wolverine, I thought you were making a suggestion to do Wolverine. Or are you? Or are you? Because now I wasn't sure again. Don't make me draw Wolverine again, please. This is taking longer than I expected. I hope you're having a good time, guys. It's taken me a bit longer to do this Wolverine. It's got a bit of yellow on the gloves as well, guys. What is it with these MCU designs? They're just like, oh, let's just put as much bloody lines on everything. It's crazy. I prefer Bunko Flakes. I prefer Thought Bubble over Comic Cons. Cons are unfortunately mostly people selling shit. Not really about the artists anymore. Yes. I think it's a yes and no. I think that's why I like Thought Bubble so much, because I feel Thought Bubble is more about the comic books, the comic book artists. It doesn't really matter if you're established or not either. It's just, you know, cool art. And I'm not saying you can't get that at like Comic Cons, because I go to MCM and I find some amazing artists at MCM, like the big ones. But they do get lost in understandably get lost in all the you know, all of the stuff, because that's what those Comic Cons are for. But Thought Bubble is it's a comic art festival. They call it that. So you streaming elsewhere too? Yeah. So I did say at the start. Yeah. So I stream over on. So at the same time, this is being streamed on Twitch and on YouTube. So that's how I am. Yeah. So I stream on both those platforms at the same time. I am planning to stream on some other ones soon, but I need to learn how to do all that. I also have to pay a membership if I want to stream more at the same time. If I wasn't sure if I was talking to the voices in my head. Well, I do that as well. But for, you know, today, you know, no, today's stream. Today's other stream chats. But I do that, yes. Yeah, hand's a bit messy, I'm afraid, guys. I tried. But never mind. Like, what do they... This is the thing we do all these. What do the gloves look like? Kind of like that. And then they actually play a bit like that as well. Like that. That works. Bunko Flakes, are you on both now? And you're on YouTube and on Twitch, pestering me to draw Wolverine all the time? Just... No, can't be. It can't be. I'm sorry. Can't be Wolverine again. So I'm guessing it's probably going to be... Well, so far I've got Chainsaw Man or Swamp Thing, and I know who I'm drawn to, but I don't mind drawing something else. It's just obviously I'm drawn to Swamp Thing because, you know, he's my boy. I love Swamp Thing. But yeah, for the sake of ease, And also because Chainsaw Man was mentioned first, I'll probably draw Chainsaw Man. Yeah, draw Wolverine. Guys, I'm drawing Wolverine. Don't. You guys are cruel. Draw the blob from Animal Well. Animal Well? Draw the blob from Animal Well. I don't know what that is, sorry. Animal Well? People making me draw Wolverine, but like, actually go back to asking me to draw Batman. I've really messed up on that hand. Google it. I'm drawing Bunko Flakes. I'm drawing. I can't Google it right now. Yeah, well, a minute. You know, if I was a smarter man, I would have used a ruler, but I didn't. Draw a slime from Dragon Quest. I can draw a quick slime from Dragon Quest. For you, Bunko Flakes, I can do that. Yes. Absolutely. Obviously, you probably wouldn't know this because you didn't buy anything, but but when it comes to, if you want me to draw things at the con, you're gonna have to pay for it. But yeah, you get a free pass on the stream. Difference is you get to keep it though. You get to keep the drawing, so there is that. One like now. Although I do say to people, if anyone wants to buy any of these drawings that I do on the stream, you're more than welcome to offer. I charge £40 for a sketch, but it'll be free postage. So I can send it to wherever you need me to send it to. Please buy it. No, I'm just kidding. All good. Because if they don't get bought today, they end up at Comic-Cons. So you might be like, oh, I saw that being drawn on stream. Well, you know, chances are I'll be bringing it with me. I'm not going to use this pen. I'm going to use a different pen. Oh, Joe, we'll talk. You're my brother-in-law. That's different. We'll talk. It's very sweet of you, though. Do you think your wife will like it? Oh, or is your it's a Hugh Jackman household in your house? I'm guessing. You're gonna buy my whole stall next time. Don't say that, Bunko Flakes. You're gonna give me false hope. I wouldn't expect you to, man. That would be a lot. Although, maybe I'll tell you what. If I walked away and someone bought my whole stall, I think it would make my wife very happy. That made me happy, obviously. Or would it? I think it would make me happy, obviously. But then I realised I would have to then try and order or draw all the stock again. So, you know, yeah. requested Chainsaw Man? Totally forgotten. Someone requested Chainsaw Man. Because I'll draw... If you're still about, whoever it was, I will draw Chainsaw Man. But if not, I'll probably draw Swamp Thing. Because I know Andrew's sick. Andrew, you're still there, aren't you? I can see you. Yes. No ruler needed. We got motion blur. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, thank you. It was very generous. Motion blur. Yeah, sure. I tell you what, I have done sort of like motion blur stuff as well. It's just, I don't know how people do it. Like you see them in a lot of manga where you see the lines go crazy. It's just amazing. Madara Sabi on YouTube. Yeah, that's it, Madara. If you're still there, I'll draw a Chainsaw Man. But if you're not, I'm gonna. Thank you guys for letting me know who it was. What's Animal Well Blob? I'm gonna have to look this up. You started on me, Bunker Flakes. I'm gonna have a look. What? Ew. Animal Well Blob. Animal Well Blob. Oh my god. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I could draw that. What is that? Yeah, I could draw that. I'm gonna do the Dragon Quest. You know what? I'm gonna do the Dragon Quest slime because I think it's more likely I'll be able to sell that rather than that thing, mate. I don't even know what that is. Yeah, like I think just in case, I think I'll go with I can draw a Dragon Quest slime because one, it won't take very long, and two, I think it's more likely to sell at con. Because this is the thing, guys. As much as I love drawing whatever, obviously, it's like I do end up with just these drawings that I've then got to get rid of. So, you know. However, the only convention I'm going to this year, or market or anything, the only one I'm doing is Thought Bubble in Harrogate. I didn't get into MCM this year, so as in the London one, and I didn't apply for Birmingham because I forgot about it because I'm an idiot. So yeah, this is it, guys. I even applied for a Norwich one. I never get in the Norwich ones, and it's where I live. It's just gutting, to be honest. You know, just not getting in the, you know, I'll get in the ones that are like, you know, Harrogate, which is like miles away. But yeah, not in Norwich, it seems. Not in Norwich. What's the chest? It's the chest bit. Oh, sorry, stomach. He's got like those. What do? They do this sort of. It's like I don't know if I've ever got this out on stream before. I don't like this. There's a bit here that needs to be fixed. Yeah, cheat. So there's one of my favorite things that companies have started doing. Well, not started doing, they've been doing it for years. I don't know why I said that. But there's these versions of graphic novels or comics or whatever called artist editions or artisan editions or whatever. And I've got a few of them. And what they are is they're usually hardcovers, maybe paperbacks, but usually hardcover books that are the scale of the original art, that how they were drawn, and they're high-res scans, unedited. So you just see the sort of like yellowing paper, the black inks, but you can see that the inks aren't entirely the contrast hasn't been bumped up, so you can see all the strokes and stuff. And best of all, which is something I love seeing, is you see the whiteout, which is this stuff I've just used. You see that on these people that are wizards, right? They're magicians who can make this artwork, but even they make mistakes, and I love that. I love seeing that. It's one of my favorite things. My wife and I were in Japan back in May, and there was an exhibit on for Shiro Masamune, who you may know. If you don't know, he's the guy. Basically, he's most famous for being the guy that created Ghost in the Shell. There was all these comic pages hit there, and you can see the actual original pages there on display. And again, just saw whiteout on things, and I just liked that. I loved that. It's really nice to see. And I think what's amazing is them doing it, and then you see the process of how they fix stuff. It's very, very cool. What are those called again? They're basically Tipp-Ex. It's what it is. It's just that these are whiteout, I believe. That's what I call them. Hang on. Where did I put it? Oh, put it in my mug. There you go. Oh, I can't really. Oh. Micro Correct, this one's called, but it's a Pentel, like my brush pen. Yeah, and it's just got it's just a Tipp-Ex basically. But I think it's specifically designed, because Pentel is designed for like art stuff. But that's all it is. It's just Tipp-Ex. Although if you were to use it for drawing purposes, I would get something like that, a whiteout, rather than one of those Tipp-Ex like dip things. I wouldn't use those. I'd use ones that are more like a pen or, yeah. Sorry, correction fluid, Tipp-Ex TM. Sorry, yes, correction fluid. Or in the art biz, we call it whiteout, which I don't know if that's offensive now. Might be. Whoops. That reminds me. I did want to put some there as well. That's what I wanted to do, because I knew I messed up on that one over there as well. So if I do that. I'll fix that in a minute. I'm gonna add some more, like, I'm gonna add some effects or something in a minute. I need to move on. It's taking me quite a while to do this one. Oh, sorry, sorry, Andrew. Of course you don't want to know what that is. Like, I know what that is. So they're artist editions. I've got some up there. I'm just looking at them now. The most current one I can think of is, do you know Batman Year One, the graphic novel? They did a Batman Year One book. They're very expensive though, because they're like I said, they're hardcovers. They're huge. I think you could get one for 130 quid. But have a look at them. You might be able to find them cheaper though. But for a while, I wish I told you this sooner, but for a while, they went down. I paid 130 quid. I bought it, pre-ordered it because I knew I was going to want this one. It's Batman Year One. It's a big deal. And I paid 130 quid for it, and then a week later, I think it was a week later, it went right down to £60. And it had been £60 like all this year as well, I think up until recently, and it's back to 130. So, however, it's still worth it. It's a lovely book. If you love Batman Year One, it's fantastic because you get to see all of David Mazzucchelli's artwork. And like, you know, just all the black inks on white. It's lovely. It's so nice. And you see correction fluid or whiteout, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. I think if you look on Amazon, they'll have the artist editions. You just type in artist editions and it'll come up with it. I've got up there. I've got Lone Wolf and Cub, the manga Lone Wolf and Cub. I've got Chris Samnee's Black Widow as well. The Spider-Man newspaper strips, and then Jaime Hernandez Love and Rockets one, which I think is just completely out of print now. You can't really get that one. But they're the artist editions I got as hardcovers. Then I've got on paperback. I've got David Mazzucchelli's Daredevil Born Again. I've got Fantastic Four artist edition by Jack Kirby. I've got John Romita's Amazing Spider-Man, Gil Kane's Amazing Spider-Man, Will Eisner's The Spirit artisan edition, and finally, Mike Mignola's Hellboy in Hell and Other Stories. And I believe they're making a new Hellboy one as well. The artist editions are lovely. If you can just sort, they're quite big. That's the only problem. But they're all up there currently. Oh yeah, I know. I know, Andrew. Tell me about it. I was gutted. I was gutted. But at the same time, like, if I hadn't pre-ordered it, because artist editions do disappear. Like, there's one that's eluded me. I've been after for years, which is Chris Samnee again, the guy with the Black Widow one I've got there. He also did an amazing Daredevil run with Mark Waid, and that had an artist edition. It's totally gone now. You're never going to get that. That's one of my favourite series of all time, and I would have loved to have got the artist edition of that, but that is not happening ever in a million years. It's out of print, and it was already expensive, so, you know. That's okay. They're too big anyway. I can't have, like, loads. It's just going to get silly. And when Batman Year One was announced, I was like, I can't not have that. That is absolute. So I might try and do, might thicken the outline or something, but for now we should really move on because it's like, geez, didn't know it's time. Yeah, so. Now, Joe, Hugh Jackman Wolverine from Deadpool 3. Okay. I don't see a Madara. I might draw a Swamp Thing then. because Andrew, that's a very good suggestion. Oh, Dragon Quest slime. I'll draw Dragon Quest slime. Get it out of the way. For you, Bunko Flakes. Let's quickly draw a slime from Dragon Quest. I am gonna have to look it up though, just to make sure. God, it's so. I wonder if I've got like, it's so small. I wonder if I've got like a small bit of card I can draw on instead. No, I haven't really. I'll tell you what then. If that's the case, I'll draw it on this bit and I'll just cut it off later. Will I be getting the new Wolverine game, Joe? I absolutely. It looks great. I was unsure at first because poor Insomniac got completely leaked, didn't they? So that it did. Obviously, it was still a game in progress, so I understood that, but it didn't look great. Like I was like, oh. And also after playing Spider-Man 2, which isn't bad. Please don't get me wrong. But I don't know. I think maybe I feel maybe I'm done with those kind of games. But it does look good. It looks really good, and you know, it gave me vibes of like. Did anyone ever play Wolverine's Revenge, X2 Wolverine's Revenge. Did anyone ever play that? That was a great game. That was Mark Hamill who did the voice of Wolverine in that game. Yeah, it's brilliant, Joe, isn't it? It's a great game. Still got that somewhere. I had that on GameCube. Loved that game. That would be I would say one of the first really good video games, I'd say. Like, kind of feels somewhat underrated. I mean, it might not be. I'm sure people will be like, oh no, I love that game. Like you just did, Joe. But I mean, like, you know, I didn't. No one ever talked to me about it, is what I'm saying. But I loved that game. Whoops, one eye's bigger than the other. Whoopsie! Never mind. Oh, Joe. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think it did very well. But yeah, didn't realise until I was an adult that it was Mark Hamill who did the voice of him. Like a small onion, did you say? Yeah, he is like a smiley onion. When I was drawing it, I was going to say that. It feels like that. He doesn't really have much shading. This is basically all I can do, really. Because he's all like gelatinous and he doesn't really have a shadow. But we'll do what we can. But I mean... Yeah, Hamill does. Yeah, Hamill does have amazing range. Except it is funny that if you watch the Batman animated series and watch the Spider-Man animated series, he does do, because he's also the voice of Hobgoblin in that show. And it is just a maybe slightly rougher sounding Joker in Spider-Man. It's kind of weird. He is really good though, and I think nowadays, yes, he will absolutely be remembered for it, but I would say I hope he's remembered more as a really good voice actor than he is as Luke Skywalker. Because, yeah, he's Luke Skywalker, great and all that, but he's kind of rubbish in that he is an astounding voice actor though, and I think that's I hope he gets remembered and respected for, because. And I'm not saying he's bad as Luke Skywalker because he's terrible. It's just because Luke Skywalker is not an interesting character. I'm sorry, he's not. So, you know. Right. I don't know if people have left. People are like, oh god, he's going to draw a Dragon Quest slime. Let's get out. But there's a Dragon Quest slime for you, Bunko Flakes, if you're still there. So, you know. Oh, Ollie, you turned up. Oh, you're back, are you? Well, because I'm starting about Luke. We are done. I just don't think Luke Skywalker's an interesting character. I'm sorry, he's not. He's just not. Mark Hamill isn't bad, exactly. I just don't think he hasn't really got a lot. I know what I mean. I don't think Mark Hamill's terrible. I don't think Mark Hamill is bad in anything. I think Mark Hamill puts so much energy and effort into everything he does. It's just, I don't think Luke Skywalker is that interesting as a character. And it becomes even worse in the sequel trilogies. Sequel trilogy even. And again, not his fault. Andrew, you still there? Andrew Tuttle, would you like me to draw a Swamp Thing, like you suggested? Or have you changed your mind? Or have you gone as well? I bet he's gone now as well, so everyone's going now. Because I'm still good for another 30 minutes. That's how long I can go on till about 10. Ollie, I'm not going to fight you. I'm not going to fight you about Last Jedi because, one, I don't like that movie, but two, I don't care. Because it's Star Wars and I don't care about... I don't care. I don't care. Oh, right. Awesome, Andrew. Let's draw a Swamp Thing. That's a character I care about. Love me some Swamp Thing. Those films were not great. The last one was awful. But loved him in Last Jedi. I think Mark Hamill did what he could with Last Jedi. But then I feel like about his... that's how I felt about like Luke Skywalker. Mark Hamill is someone who has so much energy and so much passion for what he does that he did it. And he did a good job. I just didn't think his character was very good. But his voice acting stuff is just so great. Obviously, I don't need to talk about the Joker. You know, what he did for that character is just incredible. He's done stuff in anime, which has been pretty good as well. Even stuff like, he's in Regular Show, isn't he? Isn't he in Regular Show as I can't remember the monkey's name, but he's the monkey, isn't he, in that? And he's brilliant in that. He's just really fun. Really awesome voice actor. Right, let's have a look at Swamp Thing. You know, I bought the Wes Craven movie on Blu-ray the other day. I was thinking of watching that for spooky season as well, because I have not watched that since I was a teenager. I hope it holds up, because I did like it then, and I'll probably dig it. I'll probably just dig it for the aesthetics alone. Let's see if I can... Just to sake of time, I'm just going to draw a bust of him. No, Joe. Andrew's on YouTube. He's over on the YouTubes. I didn't scare him away. Yeah, all this talk of Swamp Thing. He's like, oh god. I don't even like Swamp Thing that much. Something about Swamp Thing. The only reason I couldn't draw Swamp Thing in a comic though is because you've got to try and get the you got to try and make sure it's consistent. His you know, where all the placements of the debris on him is and stuff like that. And I just can't keep up with that. You know, I can imagine I'd really struggle with it. You know. Hey there, Lexi. How's it going? Oh, you saw the Yoshitaka Amano exhibit in Rome? That's amazing. Oh, I wish I could have gone to that. I would ask you if it's amazing, but you already said it's stunning, so I assume you thought that. Inspired by me to push my skills and actually get better at shading and lines. Yoshitaka Amano is a fantastic inspiration to choose. Absolutely. I've been wanting to. One regret when I mentioned earlier I went to Japan in May, and one regret I had was because I buy Magic the Gathering cards. Was thinking of opening some Magic the Gathering cards on stream at some point because I really got into the Spider-Man stuff. That's not the point right now. We're not going to talk about that. But Yoshitaka Amano did a card, and there was one in Japan, and it was about 80 quid. And I know 80 quid seems like a lot to spend on a bit of card, but I'm like, because it's very hard to get that card. You just don't get it. But it's it was a Japanese card. I think it's only available to, I can't remember. I think you got it at certain tournaments, and that was it. And that's how you got it. And oh god, it's just I should have bought it. Basically, is the way I see it. I should have bought it. Don't want that. Looks rubbish. At least when doing Swamp Thing, at least I can make a mess and it's fine, because, you know. Do you know what I'm going to do? Because... It's the best exhibition I've ever seen. Oh yeah, they had the original art from the card. Did they actually have the art? Oh, beautiful card, honestly. I found out that he did a movie too called, yes, Angel's Egg. Angel's Egg is great. I don't know if it's a particularly good story, but beautiful, beautiful art, beautiful animation. It's a fantastic movie. Do they have a name? Swamp Thing from DC Comics, who will eventually get a movie, I believe. Soon. I believe he's on the cards. They want to do a movie about him. God damn it. Diegetic smudging going on. I think it's just smudging, mate. You're very kind. Just seeing all the stuff that's on him. Seeing if I can get an idea of what other bits and pieces to draw. That'll do. We'll go with that. Let's go with that. Let's ink him and then call it a night. Let's do that. Oh, thanks for the suggestion, Andrew. I love drawing Swamp Thing. Oh, Joe. Yeah, I've always thought that. Because he's got that weird mouth and stuff. Or that weird sort of thing that goes over his... Yeah, he absolutely does. And, for those of you Stranger Thing heads out there, it's just Vecna, right? Vecna's just a rip-off of Swamp Thing's face. I couldn't believe it when I watched it. I was like, this just... I mean, granted, this is my interpretation of him, but I mean, I'm pretty close to model, so... Yeah, no, I would argue Nemesis is quite similar in terms of... The only thing is that weird thing that goes over the nose then reveals like a lipless mouth, you know, like that sort of skull, which is not, it's like an actual mouth. Ollie, you so worked with the actor who played Vecna, directed and animated his band's music video. As if. Nice. And it looked like the Upside Down and had black bats in it. And it was made before Stranger Things. Fun fact. Well, that is a fun fact. And I've got nothing against the guy. I also think Vecna was pretty cool. It's just that I was like, hang on a second. It's very Swamp Thing. Hey, Sir Groovalot. Hope you're doing good. Big titty withers. No, not tonight. Not tonight, Joe. Guys, not tonight. Yes, it is Swamp Thing. Yeah, one of my faves. It's crazy though when you look him up. I just looked him up just to get an idea of how I'm going to draw him. And my God, there's just like so many different versions of him. Because I'll show you. Hang on a sec. So over here by my side, yeah, I do have one. Here's one of the. This is one of my favourite toys I have. Because toy collector. I've got to talk about it. I don't know if you can. Oh, it's all going. Oh, it's going really weird. Why is it going really weird on the screen? That's really odd. What if I show you on that one? Why is it all? Are you guys seeing that? He's all really weird. Like he's all like a sort of weird. Is it a green screen thing? Is that what it is? Is it trying to? Because he's green. What's going on? Anyway, I was going to show you off my action figure, but he's can't really see him that well. But that's a Swamp Thing action figure from the 80s. Love it. It's the green screen thing, isn't it? Never mind. Don't matter. Oh, do you think the music's too sensual? It's supposed to be, it's quite nice and chill though, right? Good. Yeah. The person playing right now, or band or artist or whatever you want to call it, is Loom Room. I think they're great. And also copyright free. So I won't get a copy strike later. Oh, I tell you what, guys, I meant to say, I got a copy strike on YouTube. I got a copyright strike like 50 odd for the Batman one, which is really annoying. So if anyone's like, if you're like, you've only just got here and you're like, wait, there was a Batman specific stream. It does exist. It's just YouTube is kind of not showing it on my channel because it's got so many copyright strikes. But you can find it if you go into my videos. It is in there, but it's just not featured because that's how YouTube does things. And I'm not resentful about it in the slightest. Considering I make no money off this thing anyway, if they could at least show it, that would be nice. But never mind. That'll teach me for using, you know, music from Batman the Animated Series and whatever. How dare I? Yeah, that's what I was saying, Joe. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Copyright strike. Yeah, so you can't. It's not gone. You can still watch it, I think. But it's just not featured on my channel. You have to go through to my videos, I think. And I've disputed most of them, but there was like 50 something odd. Copyright is really dumb. You can't even do a YouTube live stream of watching press conference of gaming, etc. Well, this is what I mean. It just gets. They said you simply claiming that you don't own the music isn't enough. I was like, well, then what am I supposed to do? I obviously don't own the music. I obviously want to show. I'm drawing Batman. I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. Yeah, it's hard. But Loom Room are great. I don't have any copyright issues with Loom Room. And another one is Riverworn. They're good as well. But Riverworn, I think it's because I got an Epidemic Sound account. I'm not sponsored by Epidemic Sound. I'm just saying that I've got one for my work. And part of Epidemic Sound's part of the contract is they also protect you from copyright with their sound, of course, because you can link your YouTube and stuff like that to it. So that's what I do. But yeah, it's kind of gross, really, that it's got to that point with YouTube where it's like, you know, you're going to get a copyright strike. All right, you're going to get one. Like, especially with me, it's not like I don't make money off this stuff. I just, you know, do it for a laugh, and it's just, I'm just gutted that my Batman stream is now being sort of like, if you want to watch it, which I think is one of my better ones, you've got to look for it. It's not as simple as just, you know, going on my channel and seeing it there, which is really frustrating. Oh, is it absolutely gone then? Oh, that's a real... Yeah, see what I mean? Gross. Why have they done that? Yeah, it's still on my channel, but yeah, I don't know what to do, to be honest, because they say you can mute it, but then if I mute it, obviously you can't hear me. So yeah, we'll see. I'll see if I've disputed what I can, and just waiting for them to get back to me and be like, oh yeah, this guy's not really gonna do. Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything because I can't. So that's why, yeah, these guys are great because I don't really have a copyright strike issue with them, and it sounds nice. Let's give him a bit of shading. Oh, sorry, Sir Groovalot. I'm Ben Allen Inks. Ink with a K, so B-N-E... B-N-A-L-L-E-N Inks, I-N-K-S. On everything. So you can find me on there. Oh, you found me on Insta. Okay, sorry, mate. I didn't see the... Sorry about that. Yes. You can find me on there. And I'm that on everything. So if you found me on Instagram, you use the same handle. You'll find me on Blue Sky, Threads, TikTok, and I think that's it. Thanks for the follow, mate. Appreciate it. I attempted even to do an artwork of a Spider-Man cover. Oh, really? Which what was the cover? Hey, there's nothing wrong with not knowing about the comics. It's fine. Yeah, I'm. As you can probably guess, I'm very big into comics, so I do want to do more, not just art stuff, but talking about like comics in general. I am toying with the idea of doing a comic book reading club or something in the future, and then having it streaming the monthly or something. I am toying with that idea because I'd like that at some point. Because I used to be part of a podcast called Super 8-Bit Power Hour with some friends, and we had a spin-off show which was all about comics, and I would love to do something like we did with the spin-off, but like its own thing, and I'd probably make it more of a streamy thing. That's something I'd like to. I'm toying with that idea. It's whether I've got time to do it, and probably do it on this channel or something. Spider-Man 311 cover. I need to look at Insta what number. Yeah, I'm trying to think what 311 is. What's 311? I can have a look at that now. Oh, what, the one with Mysterio on it? Is that the one I'm thinking of? Yeah, it's the McFarlane issue with Mysterio. So Spidey's in his head. Is it that one? Is that one we're talking about? It's a pretty cool cover. It's pretty swish cover. Okay. Good stuff. I think one of the things and I keep saying this on the stream, so sorry for regular viewers, I keep repeating myself. But one thing I really want is if people are drawing, if people are doing their own work and they've got me on in the background, that's really cool. Because my streams are kind of loosely inspired by a show called Man Ben, which is a Japanese show on NHK, and it's presented by one of my favourite artists, Naoki Urasawa, and he gets different artists on and then he films them over the course of whatever project they're working on. And it's just stuff like this, and it's just something I ended up watching a lot because I'm freelance, so I work from home. So I don't really, you know, I don't have that sort of environment where I'm sort of like having that creative energy with people and stuff like that. So what's really fun to me is watching people work, not necessarily even watching them, but just having them on in the background. So that's kind of what I envisioned with this. And Ollie just said over on YouTube, he's just talking to me because this is streaming on YouTube and Twitch, by the way. Ollie just said, I am, which is, because he does that. He's working right now and he's got me on in the background. And I quite like that. Just, that's something I kind of wanted. So yeah, if anybody's working on something and they're drawing or doing whatever, tell me about it. Tell me what you're doing now. That's cool. Okay, I think we're done here. So I'll just sign that. And then I think I'm going to call it a night, guys. Whew! Right. So currently nothing, but we'll do later or tomorrow. My recent work was a card artwork of Daredevil, and it turned out pretty great. I can share it if it's allowed. I don't know how to share. I mean, can you share it on here? It's not okay. Well, it's not a case of me not allowing it. I just don't know if you can. Can you do that? I'm sorry, Sir Groovelot. I am a simpleton when it comes to all this. I'm still learning. Can post links. Yeah, post a link in the chat, mate. Because we'll I am an old man. Yeah, post a link in the chat. And people can check it out. Go by all means, mate. Go ahead. Love to see your work. But you'll follow me on Instagram now, so I'll give you a follow. Sounds great. I didn't see the link. There's no link on the chat, I don't think. Did it work? I don't know. I don't think it's there. Hang on. I'll see if it's on Twitch. No, it doesn't look like it's on there. I don't think it did work. Oh, there you go. I think you're there now. Sweet. There you go. Let's have a little peek. Oh, nice. These are cool. Nice stuff, mate. And you're using acrylics as well. God, you're brave. Nice. Nicely done, mate. Yeah. Daredevil looks good. It's looking good. Nice. Right. Guys, I'm going to head off now. But before we leave, thank you for joining me tonight. It's been a lovely stream. Shall we see what what's been drawn tonight? Let's get it all together. Right. So, starting with whoever this guy is, I've forgotten his name. It's just an outline. May fill it in later, so it's a bit rough. But this guy from Deltarune. Is it Roaring Knight? Is that what he's called? Roaring Knight, I think. For those of you new to the stream, I do get a lot of characters. I have no idea who they are. But yeah, this is the guy from Deltarune. So we start off with him quickly. I do need to write. You're right. I think I should be more organised and write the names on the back. That'd be really helpful. Who's this guy? I'm just kidding. Wolverine, specifically the one from Wolverine. No, sorry, from Deadpool Wolverine. A Dragon Quest slime, just because it's quite quick. And finally, Swamp Thing. That's what I was drawing tonight. It's been fun. Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining me. Right. A few things before I go. I know we talked about my socials, so I'll just mention them again. If you do not follow me on on Instagram or TikTok or any of that stuff, you can find me on those as Ben Allen Inks. BenAllenInks on everything, pretty much. On Blue Sky. I do have a Twitter, but I am planning to remove it because I don't use it because it's horrible, so I don't use that. But everything else you can find me on, so Blue Sky, Threads, Instagram, TikTok. And if you're watching me on Twitch, I'm on YouTube. And if you're watching me on YouTube, I'm on Twitch. So have a look for me on those if you don't follow me already. Oh god, I just dropped everything. Oh Harry, hey Harry, I'm just finishing for the day. It's done. You're late. You're super late. I'm late. Yeah, we're done for tonight. I'm just wrapping up. And one more thing. Well, no, sorry, two more things I'll mention. One, I am streaming again this week on Thursday. I'm going to be playing on Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, and this is probably going to be the last time, at least for now. To see how far I get, but this is the last time for now because we're now in the Halloween season now, so I'd like to play some horror games. And I'm thinking, because I just got it in the post, I'm thinking Silent Hill F. If people want to see me play Silent Hill F, I might do that. But Metal Gear Solid Delta, the last time for now, this Thursday coming up, so in 3 days. Come join me for that. Same time, 7:30 p.m. And let's see if we can beat this game. Let's finish it. I doubt I will be able to in 3 hours, but we can dream. I think I'm quite far in now, so yeah, Joe, maybe I should talk to you about streaming admin because I am useless. And then so next week's stream is going to be happening again. So next Monday, drawing stream, which is what every Monday. However, we're going to do something a little different. I did mention at the start what I'm doing, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm not going to be doing drawing in pencil and ink. Well, there'll be a bit of pencil ink, but it's not going to be the same as what this evening's been. It's not like, no requested characters next week. For 2 weeks, I'm going to be taking a scene from the movie Halloween, John Carpenter's Halloween, and I'll be adapting it into a comic strip. Not the whole thing, obviously we're not, it's only going to be 2 nights, but I'll be taking a scene from that movie and we will be adapting it. So it's going to be, you're going to be joining me from initial scamps and thumbnails all the way up to some finished pages. I think it's going to be a double page spread if I'm being honest, but it depends. I need to look at the scene. So I'm going to rewatch Halloween and see what scene I can take from there, basically. I would like to do that more, see how it goes. I know people were quite receptive to it, so I love the sound of this. I think it's going to be fun. But that's what I'm going to be doing for Halloween for the next 2 streams. So yeah, come join me for that. 7:30 p.m. Right here on next Monday. So yeah, this Thursday games, next Monday drawing stream. Okay. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you all.